All right. And the topic for today is what are we talking about today, family? If the VBA changes the 38 CFR at will, do disabled veterans have any rights or protections? Tell me in your opinion, do you, yes or no? If they can change it at will, if that's the case, do we have any rights or protections? Yes or no? Let us know, family. How do you feel about that? Has our voice been silenced if they can change things at will? Yes, indeed. Let's see, we got you go to public school in the county every day. White history. Okay. You say, then OT says 1155 can also be used as an anti-reduction shield. Okay. So it does have its pros and cons. So, wow. So the question is, if the VBA can change the 38 CFR at will, do disabled veterans have any rights or protections? And you say yes. Okay. OT say yes. Java says yes. And then say, our voice is only silent if we don't speak up. So see, y'all not saying no. Y'all not backing down. William say yes. San Diego Marine says yes. Now listen to what Betty Bob says. 48 likes and 41 watching. Please click and subscribe to the channel if you are liking. I forget what, I don't know what you're trying to say there. Now let's talk about this here. San Diego Marine says yes. How y'all got rights? Don't you upset Pastor Dougie, Secretary of the VA Doug Collins. Now y'all veterans are getting a little too cocky here, getting a little too swole. The salty old Marine says our rights as it relates to VARS or VASRD are limited to what our VSOs and Congress can bring to bear. So that's our leverage. We don't have any direct, any direct leverage. Family, we talking about this thing now. Betty Bob say the content. Yes. Oh, family, this is heavy. Family, this is heavy. Now look at what manual say. 38 CFR 1155. However, in no events shall such a readjustment in the rating. Let me get what I can see. A readjustment in the rating schedule cause a veteran's disability rating in effect on the effective date or the readjustment to be reduced. Oh, coming with scholarship. I thank you there, Manuel. Thank you so much. Hey, family, go look it up. Now we got William says here, the cost of following their own regulations is part of our protection. Now listen to what Charlton says. We give up rights when we sign and enlist, or for those officers that, that are commissioned when you accept the command. Here's the thing. So when we give up our rights to join the military, so we can't just get out when we want to, that means we give up our rights to benefits. They're going to have total control over us even afterward. Some of y'all, I need y'all to help me make this make sense. Now listen to what OT say. Ha, ha, ha. Sneaky Dougie using 1155 to amend VASRD, but the same 1155 can be used as anti-reduction shield for us all. Boy, you're gonna change the board. Now listen to what 66 says. I don't see any protection unless actually backed by Congress, or, and how far that's going to go, they've been kind of wavering, or you're lucky enough to have a court ruling in your favor. Even with that, we see the VA can do a in and around, change the law, or change what the policy is. It's a part of the grandfather rule. Okay. So now OT bringing up 38 CFR 3.951A with 1155. Okay. Now let's do this here, family. I appreciate y'all answering. Here we go. And we asked y'all this: if the VA can do you have any rights? We talked about it, right? I asked y'all this question. It's going to be the part one. We're going to address this. We're going to address this first part. And we thank y'all. Let me get this off the screen. This is going to be the first part of what we address. Now let's see what the salty old Marine says. This just means your existing claims are protected. This will affect new claims and reopen claims. Okay. And then William Bogart says, exactly, salty old Marine. See, this is what I want to know. Family, this is what I'm trying to do here. Come on now, because we got people concerned. You heard Doc Shelley. She's upset about this thing too. She don't feel it's fair. I don't, and I don't understand. I'm confused. H-Town tell, that's why I need y'all help tonight. I bring y'all what I can, but now I need you. Now, Manuel said, we need you. Manuel, statutory compliance. The VA cannot create regulations that conflict with past laws by Congress, but seem like they're doing it. They are bound by the statutory framework provided by law. But I remember, I think, and I ain't trying to quote him out of place, but Radar HQ say that they don't have to follow case law. Now listen to what we have OT says. They are limiting future claims to a minimum at all levels. Wow. Now listen to the salty old Marine. The change overcomes a CAVC ruling, not a law passed by Congress. Oh boy. Oh boy. Man. Wow. Let me know. I already sent you a link. Let me know if you want to come up. If you come up, you just click on, because I would love if you're able to explain it, the salty old Marine, because you have more expertise than me on this. OT say the VA using a loophole in the 1155. Come on up, Manuel, or anybody else that would like to come up. Judicial review. VA regulations are subject to review by federal courts to ensure that they comply with the law and that the rulemaking process was followed correctly. Now, thank you for being here. Texas Mountaineer says, is it possible that the protections are in the 38 USC 1155, not the 38 CFR? Now that's what I'm trying. Y'all let me know. I need some help on this, because this threw me off. They have been eroding benefits before this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, tinnitus will no longer be looked at as a standalone rating. It's going to get deeper, in my opinion. Oh, you say it's going to get deeper, huh? Family? Uh-oh, what we got there? Yes, indeed. So we want to, Radar HQ, if you're not subscribed to his channel, because he's the one that talked about this, I want you to go up there and subscribe. We need to get him to 20,000 subscribers. And you need to go over, if you haven't done so yet, go to the salty old Marine and subscribe. If the information. You go over there and support. Read. I think you'll enjoy it. If you see the channel to be beneficial. I hope so. Same here. If the channel's beneficial, but subscribe to both of these brothers, man, because they put out solid information that I'm learning from, and he breaks that public DBQ, that public facing DBQ down. The Salty Marine does. Now listen to what OT say. That is the problem. Sneaky Dougie amending the VASRD using a valid code. Mr. R in the house. Thank y'all, family. He's talking to him. Okay, he's talking to Boom. So now listen to what James, everybody show love to James. James G in the house. So what happens to veterans who want to increase ratings? It appears that increase will become next to impossible. Well, you say, sorry, Raider HQ. Okay, now this is something. Listen to what what is it? Bro Typist says, sucks tinnitus you can have without hearing loss. And personally, I'd rather lose hearing than have tinnitus. That ringing can be something else. And Charlton says, 66, exactly. Tinnitus is only 10%, so not many affected by dollar rating, so no one spoke up. So VA said, full speed ahead. Come on now, family. They say, hey, James, everybody show love to James. Then we have Betty Bops in the house saying, what? She says it's 52 likes and 57 watching. We got 63 people in here now, family. We getting this thing done, family. And go over there and encourage our brother, Salty Marine. Go over there and encourage him when you get off here. Encourage him to stay on here. I don't want to be out here by myself. We need all y'all. Betty Bob say 52 likes, 57 watching. Please click like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Now listen to OT. You still okay, James? Only portions of the VASRD has changed. Now, St. Simmons, sportsman, says the real sock in the mouth is Secretary Collins bypassing the normal notice and comments. That's what was concerning me. Period. Saying that would be contrary to the public interest. What public? Veterans? What public? Non-veterans, taxpayers, or cause administrative burden? Many must schedule. Okay. Now listen to what the Salty Old Marine says. Silver lining. Think hard about secondary claims related to effects of medication. So you saying think hard or be cautious? What are you saying, the Salty Old Marine? Hey, James. I've been dealing with tinnitus since 1981, my Lord. We got Sailor Jack in the house. Everybody show love to Sailor Jack. And if I missed y'all earlier, I was so overwhelmed and busy. A lot was going on. Then I'll say 1981. Now we got OT say, what is that? WE2 tinnitus is a good anchor, though for a lot of secondary conditions, why the VA is getting rid of it. Fam, everybody showing love to our brother Sailor Jack. Yes, indeed. And then listen what our brother say. San Diego Marine say, you can't trust Dougie. OT say, yeah, we need to call him Sneaky Dougie. Oh, now let's see what 66 say. Whatever they can get away with on what they believe to be low-hanging fruit. Okay. I'm sure they will try to use on bigger issues at some point. This so-called small stuff is just a trial run. Oh boy. Why are you got me nervous over here? Sailor said, I thought Brother Ronan was going to come up on the line. Ronan, I missed you earlier too, brother, so I forgive you. Ronan, where you at, Ronan? You welcome to come up if you want to, and I apologize. You want to come up? Let us know. Because you said the other night you want to come up. Let us know if you still want to come up. The salty old Marine says, if medications cause side effects, why am I whispering? If medications cause side effects to a service-connected condition, that can be a claim as well. True. What if my ED is secondary to my tinnitus? Salty. That's heavy there. It's all about the money. Ain't a D thing funny. Oh, listen. Manuel say, I stand corrected. I have been quoting a statute, and that is even better. Okay. The statute approved by Congress and signed by the president or passed over a veto are federal law, often referred to as acts of Congress. Okay. All right. U.S. Army Grunt says, I had a P2 profile, okay, since 1981 at 21 years old. That is what happened to this grunt. Now it is super, super loud at 65 years old. Okay, oops. P2 hearing profile. Okay, hearing profile. I didn't know that such thing as a hearing profile. That's interesting. I never heard of a hearing profile. Texas Mountaineer says 38 CFR basically states a scheduled readjustment cannot be reduced unless the improvement in the disability is shown. 38 CFR 1155 talks about meds and treatment. I think you mean treatment can bring lower ratings. Wow. Wow. J. Oliver says this: secondary to meds are not increases, so you won't get the same CMP or a deeper dive into your treatment or range of motion. So the salty old Marine says, J secondaries to meds are standalone claims, not increases. Okay. We need to talk about that. Then we have U.S. Army Grunt say, if you have a old profile, you will see the list on top of it for body section. Okay. Y'all did okay. Well, family, let's get into it. Thank y'all for y'all. So we want to give a shout out to our brother Raider HQ for doing this video. We're gonna watch clips in it because he's the one that goes over it from a Raiders perspective. And if you want to go watch the full video, go over there to Raider HQ's channel. All right. When he talks about breaking news, Ingram v. versus Collins. Let's get into it, fam. Fair use, family, fair use. This is for educational and informative purposes only. And our brother, if he's ever around, he's welcome to come through. Raider, definitely so. OT is actually an easier claim secondary with a nexus, IMO, I mean. So Manuel say the statute to reference is 38 U.S. Code 1155 concerning rating reductions. Okay. So family fair use, this is for educational and informative purposes only. Thank you for your patience. We're going to go through and we're going to listen to my brother. What the world? I don't even know what my headset is. Give me a second. Ain't that crazy? Boy, so much been going on now. Okay, come into the room, family, and I appreciate y'all. I had to find it. I was looking for. I got to share my headphone. What's happening? Yes, indeed. My I can't. I don't know what I did with my second pair of headset. You say what happened? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna let me see if my sound working in these headsets. So that's the first thing because I don't know if they I'm using them a while. So they working. Okay, good. I got to find my other headset. Lord, thank y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. Let me know if you can hear. We are here. We got October in the room. We're gonna watch this video from Raider HQ, but I want to acknowledge those people that are in here. Put if you can hear the sound once we started, let me know. No, what had happened, I had stopped to do something. Okay, H Town seemed to have dropped. Now I'm here. Click video. I said I'll be right back. Now I'm here, family. I am here. Come on into the room. So I am here. Yes, indeed. I said I was going to do something right quick. Now listen what our brothers say. Okay, everything I claim. Okay, we here. So let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at something, then we're gonna start the video and see what our brother was saying about it. So let's see. So thank y'all for that. Sometime when you're doing good stuff, boy, all kind of stuff come up. Oh boy. Family, it's reports that our brother, I don't know. They say it's report that he may have deleted his channel. The Salty Marine, not the salty old Marine, the Salty Marine that is. So if that happened, that is unfortunately, unfortunate. I was expecting a high toucan approach H-Town. Now listen, let's get to it. Let's see what our brother Radar HQ was saying on his video dealing with this issue, okay? Let's talk about it. Put speakers in the chat if you can hear.
Hello and welcome to Raider HQ After Dark. I'm your host, Raider. And we have some breaking news from the Veterans Benefits Administration that the recent victory that veterans had with the Ingram v. Collins case, in which the veterans can now basically say that because they're on medications, it makes their disability so much better. So the examiner has to rate based upon if the veteran wasn't taking the medication, which was a huge victory for veterans.
Okay, it was a huge victory. So y'all help me follow me because this is so new to me. I don't understand how it works. So help me out here. So everybody hearing OT, can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, Martin, everybody show love to Martin in the house. Family, y'all are really doing this thing. Family, we are coming together. We got 54 people in here, got up to 65. Thank you. Let's continue. Listen to Raider. No, this is not an update. This is actually, say, we can hear you. I hear you. Okay. No, this is not an update. This is actually the one he played the other day. The first breaking news.
However, the VA is taking action on their own. It's a my way or the highway type situation in which they are actually rewriting 38 CFR 4.10.
38 CFR 4.10. He's saying that they're rewriting it. This is what Raider is saying here. So they're taking up on their own, trying to handle business on their own. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, let's continue.
And they're going to be removing the victory from Ingram v. Collins. The way you present.
So Ingram v. Collins was a victory on the behalf of veterans. And I don't want to misquote him because I'm not as familiar with this, but listen.
Present at the physical examination is the way that the VBA itself will process those claims. They will not entertain Ingram v. Collins moving forward.
So basically, what I'm gathering, and that's why I want, I know you'll correct me if I get it wrong, but if the way you present at the exam, whatever your limitations, if you had a good hair day, they're going to rate you based on the good hair day, not on how just your testimony of how it affects you throughout of the year. They're going to rate you based on what happens there in the exam. I may be wrong. Let me know are you hearing the same thing? Because this is totally, wow. Say thank you, H. Oh, thank you, H-Town, from Texas Mountaineer. You're welcome. Now look what we got in here. Okay. Admiral. Murat. Murat. I'll just call you Admiral. Say, everybody show love. Case law doesn't matter. Okay. Hello, Betty. Yes, indeed. Text. Hello, text. Case law has never mattered. Wow. I'm learning that it's a 38 CFR 4.10 relates to functional impairment. Now, it's crazy. If someone has taken a lot of medications just to get through the day, they should be compensated for that, not just compensated for the injury. So, family, I got questions. So let's listen to Ray to talk about it. Fair use, family. But my brother did give me permission to use it, but I always like to show respect. He said he can use my videos anytime.
Like always, I bring receipts. So this is going to be the Federal Register.
So there go the Federal Register, family. Look at it right there. I've looked at this from time to time. So look at it right there. He not just bringing receipts. He bringing invoice. He not just gonna tell you what you paid, but what you owe. Now listen what Martin say. So it went from worst day to best day, but not average day. Well, I think, and y'all, I'm trying to figure out things now. It went from worst day to what day you present in the exam. Now tell me if I'm wrong. I'm guessing at this, family, because I don't know. This is totally new to me, the way they came out of left field. Wonder how vets had to file for a secondary because of medications, especially for an internal organ issue. OT says the VA clarified that functional impairment refers to your actual state at the time of the exam. That's what I thought it was saying. So whatever your state is at the time of the exam, that's what it is. But what if that was a good hair day? What about your severe? If that doesn't represent your condition severity over a month or 2 month period, that's what show a chronic behavior, right? So that's kind of contradictory to me, because think about it like this here. If it's chronic, it's over a time period. If they just see it in the exam, that's not chronic. That's just one time, right? That's acute. I'm just asking questions. I'm not clear. Charlton says, so if you got cancer and it's in remission with meds, are you cured? No rating? No, you can get rating for cancer for the residuals. If you, especially for Vietnam veterans in particular, if they have prostate cancer, they get 100% rating until the prostate surgery, and then they get paid for residuals, meaning if you have incontinence or erectile dysfunction or other things that might have come about as a result of the effects of the cancer or the surgery. Now, I say this will be changed pretty quick after its implementation. I hope so, Dot. I hope so. Now, y'all are at it tonight. Boy, I'm having fun here. Listen to October. Yeah, man, I say October. Oh, boy. October 2025 always gives encouraging words, and thank you so much. October 2025 vet says, the way I understand it, the examiner can theorize how your condition would impact you if medication and rate you as if you're medicated. Oh man, see, I don't know. We're just throwing stuff out here now, family. Don't get upset. This is not law. We just talking. Ronan says, I'm hearing the same thing. Just got to go to a CMP exam on a gurney, strapped to an oxygen and inhalable mask. Wow. So I can't get rated properly. These are the concerns. I sure did or something, okay? Family, y'all are going at it, family. We are talking. I'm trying to keep up with y'all comments. Y'all are just commenting away. Manuel says, and let me get it where I can make it larger. Give me a second. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Give me a second, fam. Okay. Now, manual says, do not forget this point. Judicial review. VA regulations are subject to review by federal courts to ensure they comply with the law and that the rulemaking process was followed correctly. I want you to listen to what Raider says in here. You got it right, H-Town from OT. Raider was saying, sound like different, that two are separate, but we're going to let him speak for himself on this in the video. Admiral says, this particular change concerning Collins has, as of now only dealt with musculoskeletal issues, I guess, or conditions. It is what it is, H. Okay. H-Town, so you need to go in on a yeah. Like you got to be. I'm wondering. So he's speaking to them. So when you speak to each other, I don't read it, but I do put it on the screen. Boom, boom, nailed it. Says ED secondary to tinnitus is at least as likely as not to be connected to fatty liver. Oh, I don't understand the fatty liver argument because I know that's something that brings up a whole bunch of things. Then we have Admiral say, so I should not make it to my exam when I have bad migraines and can't drive. That's an interesting statement. Residuals, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Great answer, Admiral. Family, y'all chatting so much. Y'all are getting this information. We got 60 people in this room. Thank y'all. We're trying to get to the issue, but we want to hear your concerns, frustrations, and understanding of the ruling. Okay? This is very important. We got 65 in there now. Now, OT says, by who the alphabet soup advocacy is currently under radio silence. Who got them quiet? Who told them they couldn't talk? Where is the American Legion? Where is the DAV? Where is Veteran of Foreign Wars? Maybe they're getting their case together for us. Martin says, if a depression medication causes loss of sensitivity and numbness, but not, what is that? Felicitousness or growing cannot be an ED claim. Okay, now, apologize for butchering that word. You say, listen what DT Dot says. VFW, DAV are letting me and everyone else down. I hear you now. We trying to get to it. Family, y'all are really talking, huh? Now, OT says, okay, I read that one. Family, y'all are in on it. We're going to get back to the video here in a second, but we thank you and appreciate you for your interactions. 66 say, so if someone has a flare-up the day of the exam and can't say, move, miss the exam, what happens? Well, you can't miss the exam. That could have an effect, a negative effect on you. You could be denied. Okay? Unless you have something, you went to a emergency room or something to show that your situation, so because if it's severe, you got to go try to get somebody to give you treatment. So I would do something to show that I went to a hospital the day of the exam, and here's my emergency room records or whatever. I actually take the day off, work before my exam, just to make sure I can make the D exam. I know this is irritating a lot of us, family. I know. Now, listen, we have William Mole Soldier. Everybody show love to William. Thank you for being here, and we appreciate you. Says, why not a class action suit for violations of Administrative Procedure Act? from what Rader's saying, he don't claim for the note to be a lawyer, nothing like that. That it seems to be that they're doing a loophole. Where are all these law firms? Where are all these law firms taking place up to 33%? So law firms, you meant to say, okay, taking up to 33% payout to help veterans get claims met. They should look. I hear you. Yes, they can take 20%, but up to 33. Remember that. Come on now, fam. Now listen to Sugar Daddy Jimmy C. say, I agree with the previous statements, saying this will be challenged in court. I hope, brother, it clearly attempts to purposefully circumvent a previous judicial ruling. Now remember, when you put the @ symbol, I just click it. I don't read it. Now OT say it's all for claim moving forward. So what about for the claims we're moving forward? What about if you file for an increase? That's claims moving forward. A new claim, that's a claim moving forward. Something new under the PACT Act, claim moving forward. Now he said exactly to him. William, thank you for your information. Now listen to what William Mole Soldier says. Seems like rush to put new rule in place without comments might be an easy lawsuit. Can we really sue the VA, fam? Can we really sue them? Now, you Tex Mountaineer says the Graham versus College decisions was decided 3/12/25, stemming from the 11/29/22 VBA decision. BVA decision, yes indeed. Give us a time here, boy. Y'all are going at it. Give me a second here. I gotta go look this up. That family getting hot up in here. I should have muted myself. Now, Boom nailed it. Say, oh, he talking directly to you. Now, I love you. If you do talk directly, that'll make it go smoother. Thank you. Now, Boom 66 say, Boom, maybe more vets should start calling off exams. I don't know if that would be a good idea. You talking about like in protest or something? Stating they are incapacitated and get a record of it. If you're not feeling well, you should go to a hospital. Okay? But I don't know, just calling off for no reason. Just I don't know how y'all saying it. Martin say, okay, Jay, thanks. We have 63 likes and 62 watching. Now I read that one. Now listen what he say. Not a good idea, 66. OT says not a good idea. Not a good idea. Boy. Now I'm gonna read from the bottom, family. The real Gemini said, I suspect Doug Collins will be back before Congress again to explain. Now that's a good one. Now that is a good statement. I hope he is. We Betty Bob say we have 65 likes and 62 watching. Thank you so much, family. Now listen to what OT says. It's all legal under section 1155. Why I call him Sneaky Dougie. Oh boy. Now listen to what Ernest says. DDD and IVDS with ridiculosity claims waiting for judge at BVA, direct lane. Does the change on the 17th affect how I will be rated if my claims get granted. Thanks. Well, let's go over this, family. We're gonna stop there. Let's see. Let's go. We're gonna keep getting into it here. All right, let's do this. Let's see what Rader puts out some good information about it. So let's continue.
And this is the new kind of rule, the rating impact of medication. So let's look at this. It's dated, what is it dated? It's dated 2/17/2026. So that's whenever it's going to be going, I think, into effect. So basically, we're going to read a little bit of this. We're not going to go too crazy into it. The Department of Veterans Affairs amends 38 CFR 4.10. If any of you were following Ingram v. Collins, the victory from that court case was that 38 CFR 4.10 did not take into account the improvements made by medication. Okay. So what's the VA going to do? They're going to amend the CFR itself to be able to exclude medications from the evaluation situation. This amendment clarifies the VA's longstanding interpretation of 38 CFR 4.10, and doing so amends the text to correct the judicial interpretations that the VA has concluded misconstrue the role of medication and treatment in evaluating functional impairment. Now, guys, what's the bottom line up front here? I have told you time and time and time again that case law does not matter when in the house of the VBA.
He said case law doesn't matter. He's always told us this. Raider HQ say, yeah, case law is in the federal regulations law book, but they have the M21 manual that they use on a day-to-day basis in the regional office. I think it's the blue and red book, right? So you quote the case law, but they modify based on how practically to use the M21-1 in the regional office. This is what concerns me. Now listen to what our manual say. Law defines what is required, while regulations explains how to comply. So take it to the BVA and win. Now they do say that he does say something about going to the board, and he's going to go into that too. So thank y'all for your patience. All right. Oh, he's talking directly to him. Okay. Now listen, man, you say another point. Regulations are not the same as law, though they carry the same legal force. Laws are broad mandates passed by legislative bodies, statutes. Okay. Wow, y'all just educating me on here. Dot say, now look what he says here. Dot says if you went to your CMP, if you went to your exam with a private DBQ, you're more likely than not to be unaffected. It will be the alternate DBQ, okay, from some of the big companies that will draw a lot of heat. I would agree with that. Okay. Now let's see what our brother Raider's saying here.
And this right here proves my point. The VA is going to be saying, I don't care about your court case. I'm going to change 38 CFR 4.10. So even if the court has a problem with it, they can't actually challenge it because the actual 38 CFR 4.10 will now exclude medications. So they're just changing the foundation that the court used to come to their conclusion.
So we're in the before it was in there that medications were included in the regulations. Now it's not going to be included. So what the new law that came out in this court case is going to be non and void.
So Specifically, this amendment clarifies that veterans should be compensated for the actual level of functional impairment they experience, and therefore the, I'm not even going to try it, effects of medication should not be estimated or discounted when evaluating the severity of a veteran's disability at the time of the disability examination. So, what does this mean? Medications don't matter. If they make you better, they make you worse. It doesn't matter. It's your range of motion, because the Ingram v. Collins case was only about muscular skeletal conditions.
So medicine won't even be a factor, whether it makes you better or worse. It's how you do when you're in that exam room. Family, this is something else. Charlton says, so rater verifying regional VBA making their own rules, nothing new. That's how I see it, And he'll explain when that rater ever comes up, or he says it on his channel. Now listen to Manuel. VA decisions regarding disability benefits are governed by statute and regulations that are interpreted by high courts, creating binding legal precedents that the VA must follow. I'm not getting that from this, though. I hear you, Manuel. October 2025, vets say keyword at the time of the exam. Yes, indeed. Family, this is something else.
So what's going to happen is your range of motion, like painful motion, only gets you 10%. It's a minimum, except for shoulders, which is 20%.
So wherever you start having pain with your range of motion, that's 10%. That don't mean that's where your range of motion stop. They're going to push it as far as they can past the pain. That is great news if medicine is no factor, right? Well, they dealing with the based on the day that you are there.
That's the minimum for pain.
Because how can it not be a factor? What if you took your medication and it calmed you down that day and you in the exam? They're going to say, oh, we're rating you based on how you acting now. But the medication is what made me calm down. Sometimes it don't work. Nope, we're going on what you did today. That's what I'm interpreting. Let me know, fam. I'm enjoying this participation. Y'all are active in this chat, and I thank you. This channel is growing. Family, thank you. Now we have in here, let me see what we got here, how to pronounce that name. Still, we're going to call you Me3 says, this video gives some stuff, gets some stuff wrong. Moving forward, medication does matter and must be taken into account if they improve your ability to work, which means a lower rating. Okay. Now, I don't know. Like I say, I'm here learning, but my brother Rader's always giving solid information. So I don't know. I'm just here learning, but we want your opinions too now. Now, 66 say, it just shouldn't be how you are that day in the office. They don't do that with some of the medications for mental health. You can be perfectly normal in the office, or I guess you're talking about the doctor's office, or attack someone at the office. And with Lord, we don't want that to happen. Now listen to what Ernest says. If these have to be fought by BVC and CAVH, the VA authors of this change are betting most vets will give up, die, or not know how to keep fighting this. This is something every congressperson should hear. I agree. And they would have to speak on it for me and say, okay, we all just have to wait and see. Who think this is a weight game? If you feel, put a clock emoji in the chat if you feel like this is a weight game to see what happened. Do we have to let it play out? Just like OT says, is this a weight game? Put the word clock in there if you think it's a weight game. If you don't think it's a weight game, put the clock emoji if you think it's a weight game. If not, put no, it's not a weight game. You don't have to wait. We got to see how it play out. Who say we just need to wait? Manual say decisions made by Board of Veteran Appeals are not case law and only relate to the case being decided. They are not predecedent. I forget how to say that word. Now listen what we got here. Family, y'all are cutting up in here. Then Charlton say Dougie and Lieutenant Colonel Gade made these changes. Made this change. Okay. OT say it's part of a psych war that the VA has started. Put a clock in there that we just need to wait. Clock emoji, put the word clock in there if you think we need to wait. Now, Sean says if medications reduce symptoms, the disability rating will reflect the lower level of disability. This change aims to provide a more accurate assessment of a veteran's condition without, and it stopped right there. Then we have me three say, and I don't mean to disrespect you, it's just easy for me to say. This is what the amendment says on page 5. If medications or other treatment lessens the functional impairment a disability causes, and thereby improving a veteran's earning capacity, that is the proper. Okay, that's the way the proper said. Now listen, OT say we gotta wait. Jason M say we gotta wait. And our brother say medication from Sean. Ooh. It is a combat visible injury centered trend. Sounds like it, don't it? Now listen what Brother Manuel says. Decision made by the board. Did I just read this one? Made by the Board of Veteran Appeals or not the case. Okay, I read that one. Now, 3Me says if medication and other treatment lessens the function. I think I read that. I'm gonna read this again. Okay. If medications and other treatment lessens the functional impairment a disability causes, disability levels for which the veteran should be compensated. Now, 66 say there are folks on pain medications. What if they weren't? They would be able to do able to physically use a limb or back throughout the day. Okay. This is getting heavy. OT says there's the VA are using medications to reduce most of the wards moving forward. Is that your opinion? Okay. Sean say this must be about subjective conditions, ones that they can't overtly see. Now, we talked about that before in the past. Now, the real Gemini says, if you don't take meds and are running a fever and sneezing every minute, the doctor sends you home. If on aspirin and what's that, Sudafed, no fever, suffer no fever, no sneezing, go to work. Wow. Now, OT says you will, what is that? You will hear the term. I guess you mean you would hear the term AMMELLORATE, same term they use to justify the upcoming changes for old obstructive sleep apnea. Yes, indeed. Now let's get back to the video, fam.
Motion. But for further disability, you have to show impairment of range of motion in most cases. And that range of motion will be whatever you present as at the actual examination. Now, I'm just going to read this a little bit further because this is how salty this is. This regulation is needed immediately to minimize the negative impact of erroneous line of cases culminating in the recent decision of Ingram v. Collins, which could apply broadly to over 500 separate diagnostic codes, requiring re-adjudications over 350,000 currently pending claims.
That's a lot of claims, but it's dealing with the ones that's dealing with musculoskeletal situation. But do you think they're going to try to apply this to other conditions? Now, listen to what Manuel say. All veteran cases are unique. Be sure you are armed with the proper knowledge for your special situation. Tailored to you, yes, indeed. And great information, Manuel. October Vet says, just like back in the day, they give you some Motrin and tell you to get back to work. Oh boy, is it that bad? Texas Mountaineer says, I don't know how to say that word, ameliorative, tending to improve or making something more satisfying. Oh boy, y'all talking. OT say, yep, and the VA don't want to re-adjudicate the same pending claims. Okay, he's speaking to him. Okay, 66 say, that's what they are doing, talking about how CPAP for treatment, okay? Maybe they shouldn't get rated for sleep apnea if it helps. I guess, okay. OT says, why I keep saying it's all for claims moving forward. Okay. Now we have Sean ask the question. So antibiotics for, what is that? Incapacitating episodes of sinusitis no longer matter in the rating decision. So antibiotics for incapacitating episodes of sinusitis no longer matter in the rating decision. I don't know. The medicine they say don't matter. My wife says I still snore with sleep app. Sleep app. Wow. Need her to write a statement. Now look what Admiral says. But at the end of the day, musculoskeletal has always come down to range of motion. So medication and treatment won't really matter and has always played a minimal role because it's about, they only give you 10% from pain anyway from what Raider was telling us. Family, let's see here. So OT say, and I guess who don't want to re-adjudicate is Sneaky Dougie because it's going to mess up his numbers. Jimmy Moore, so everybody show love to Jimmy Elmore. Jimmy Elmore said, I think the medication will only be geared toward muscular claims. Okay. Family, y'all are very active here. And I thank y'all for coming to the channel. And I appreciate y'all for bearing with us because in the beginning, I do cover this Black History Month, a little bit of stuff about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So appreciate y'all patience. Now, the real Sir Gemini say bad knees, bones to bone, can't walk, rated 100%. But if on morphine, you walk into a CMP exam, rated 10%, ignoring x-rays and MRIs. They shouldn't be doing that. Maybe get new ones, okay? He talking to somebody here and they talking to each other. Wow, family. Family, y'all are getting into it. Now listen to me. 3 says, it broadly applies to all claims that pass a rater's desk on or after February 17, 2026, where medications or treatment improves your ability to work, not just scheduler. Is that the case? Now listen what our brothers say. 6 say, regardless of what claims these decisions are made for, it all comes down to them taking away as many avenues for ratings and compensation as they can. Now listen to what the Admiral says. Medication has really only played a role in giving you a pain rating, 10%. And that's it, but that's how it has been. Okay. Family, y'all are cutting up in here. Martin says Charlton. The machine says only one event per hour, which is not considered severe, but yes, I probably need a new mask or hose or drink less. LOL. Now listen what okay, y'all talking to each other. Good. I like when y'all put that S symbol. Then Charlton say, Martin, yes, that might work also. Didn't mean the machine. Okay. Now let's go back into what our brother said.
So your first question should be, and a lot of people wait until the end. What's going to happen if I was granted under Ingram v. Collins? Well, I think based upon historical changes like this, whenever toxic exposure risk activities happen, like if based upon how that's worked in the past, what I think is going to happen is they're going to leave the Ingram v. Collins ratings alone until such time that they're reevaluated. So if you put in a claim for increase on something that got pushed up in its rating by Ingram v. Collins, like think spine conditions or maybe the knee. Spine and knee are probably going to be some of the hardest hit by this, just because they have a lot of higher percentages that can be gained from Ingram v. Collins. But if you go for an increase on those and they're raised to issue, they'll have to be adjudicated under this new change to the Federal Register.
Oh wow! Let me finish. Let him finish saying what he's saying.
So, I'm not saying that to scare the crap out of you. I'm saying that to educate you. Okay.
So remember, he's putting out the information. We got to know the truth. Now listen, saying that to educate you, not to scare you. Thank you for Rate HQ bringing his scholarship to this situation that I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to learn, y'all. I'm learning from y'all. Listen, then we have Bro Typist says, I believe the VA wants more the 22 a day. Oh Lord, don't say that. Oh Lord, no, I hope not. Maybe 40 or 50 a day before they realize they failed the veteran on compensation and treatment. Well, veterans, if you feeling like anything harming yourself, please contact the crisis hotline, and we are here to just support each other, fam. Okay, don't let, we got to let it play out. That's why we're here to support each other, and that's why Raider bringing us the information. We don't want nobody to harm themselves. Now listen to me 3 say that 50% guarantee for sleep apnea claim with CPAP is over. Wow. Now look what we have in here. We have 68 likes and 57 watching. Family, I don't know what to do with y'all. Right now it's showing me 67 watching. Family, y'all are so incredible, and I thank y'all for being here because we here to bring the knowledge and the information you need. Okay? Now, here we go. The real Sir Gemini. Veterans with COPD can't climb 14 stairs without stopping twice to catch their breath and claim heart at exam versus veteran who using inhaler every 4 hours who climb the stairs without stopping. You making some points, but they're talking about it. So we got to say, okay, true. Everybody show love to our brother, John Michaels. John Michaels, my brother's in the house. Everybody show love. He can be as crazy as it can be, but so can I. Oh, John Michael, he say, good evening, H-Town. And show him some love. Show love to the family too, John. John Michael, show love to the family, the H-Town family. Because we all love you. We family. Now look, you that grumpy uncle we have. But you fam. Now OT say, there's still time to file before the real changes kick in. That's good. That's hopeful, family. Look at it. Hey, Jay. Oh, look at everybody's talking to Jay and John Oliver. Everybody's speaking. I appreciate y'all. Look at it, John Michael. John, you family here. Down home where they know you by name and they treat you like family. Now listen to what they say. Me3 says, Doug Collins said that suicide prevention was a waste of money, so we may call that hotline and no one picked the phone up. I don't remember him saying that. I hope he didn't say that. I don't remember that. But that's not a good thing. Now, John Michael say, love you guys, H-Town and Raider, are genuine and not conflicted. So much respect. Well, one thing, I'm going to tell y'all why I really love John Michael, fam. If he don't, he like Doc Shelley. If they ain't rocking with what you saying, they going to let you know. Doc Shelley wasn't trying. She said, we having black fatigue over here. You keep bringing up this black history stuff, but I respect the fact that was irritating them because, fam, we here, you can speak freely here. But I'm going to put out my history, and this only doing Black History Month. We do this here, and we do it at the beginning to get it out the way. Because once y'all get fired up about the topic, it's hard to transition to something else. Now, Benny say, hello, John Michael. Listen to this. Everybody's showing love. Family, we appreciate your family. Y'all don't understand. We need all of you because we need all of y'all expertise, whether we agree all the time or don't agree. Oh, listen here. We have 70 likes and 60 watching, 63 watch. Come on, family. Y'all are doing good. We're about to get back into what Raider HQ said. Too late for the med changes. Remember, listen to what Manuel says. Remember, you must focus on your special situation when you file a claim. Learn all you can about your case and its legalities. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. You have to be an expert on your own claim. That's what we set up our channel to empower you, and that's what Raider does too. Now listen, and if you haven't had a chance, go over to Raider's channel because we're going over one of his streams, and the Salty Old Marines channel too. Okay? Nuance per veteran. Yes, that every veteran situation. Look, I served with my one of my homeboys from my neighborhood. He lived 3 blocks from me, grew up with me. He's a little older. He was a sergeant. We was on the same tank platoon. So there's four tanks in a tank platoon. 4 or 5, I think 4, yeah. And he experienced something different from me, and we was in the same place. He remembered stuff that I didn't remember, and I remember stuff he didn't remember. I remember we was joking. He was talking about Saturday morning cartoons, and this ain't funny, family, so please forgive me. I ain't trying to be insensitive. But we was talking about, we was outside the tank talk. We're about 30 feet from the tank, 20, 30 feet, and he's talking about junction, what's your function? Remember those old Saturday morning cartoons from the 70s? And they start shelling us. The enemy starts shouting. I was laughing, I couldn't catch my breath because he was having me laughing. And I'm trying to get to the vehicle before they blow the tank up. But what he said was funny. It reminded me of home. Now, as KMD says, get educated in the VA claims process. He always said that. OT, you're right. I've heard him say that. Betty says we have 72 likes and 60 watching. What's going on around here? Join us on Tuesday. We should be here Tuesday. Click on the notifications, family, okay? I won't read this because he did it directly to someone else. We're getting right back to the video here, family, and we'll get to y'all video. Schoolhouse Rock was the best. And I'm gonna tell you that nobody was harmed doing that shelling, because thank God sometimes them scuds would go crazy places, right? You know, but it was just good to talk to someone from my home. I said, this guy's cutting up. Conjunction junction, what's your function? Now the real Sir Gemini says, no one will be more vested or interested in your claim than you, the veteran. Spoken like a true knowledgeable veteran. There are many instructive videos out there. Find them, use their information. How do you know when they're giving the right information and the fake information, or they may be off quote? Let us know. How do you do that? Verify. Schoolhouse Rock was the best. Yes, indeed. I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill. Now, listen to this here. Oh, boy. Here we go. We're going to get to your statement. Let me finish some of this up before we get started on you, John Michael, because...
So we'll be doing probably a separate video on this, on what the ramifications are once it gets implemented, because I do have other concerns about this, okay? So, and I'll get into those a little bit later in the video, but this interim final rule is effective February 17th, 2026. So anybody that has a claim that is adjudicated after February 17th, 2026, on paper, you should not have Ingram v. Collins applied to you within the VBA arena. Like if you filed a claim with the VBA, the Veterans Benefits Administration, that cannot go into effect. Now, and I'm going to point this out just because I need to. If your claim was filed before February 17th, 2026, or rated beforehand or whatever, I'm curious as to what the Board of Veterans Appeals is going to do about this. Because I think that historically, like if...
Now, remember you mentioned the Board of Veteran Appeals earlier? But we're going to get to your statement, John Michael. Don't go nowhere. We're going to get to, we kind of talked about it a little earlier. So you the one that kind of, you kind of inform me. I don't be knowing what's going on out here. So we're going to get to it. We're not going to know, but we want to stay on this topic for a minute. Now listen what Me3 say. Do your research. I download the full amendment and read it myself, and find out the rating criteria and VA laws and regulations concerning your disability. Okay? Now listen. What do y'all do to vet information? Let us know while we're going over the video. Manual says, always trust but verify by doing the research yourself, even if you have someone assisting you. That's what I did. My what's called was solid. The American Legion representative, but I learned stuff that helped him, and he told me it helped him. Because as y'all saw in my own personal case, when they was trying to get an apportionment from me, what did I do? I listed, because that's my knowledge. Once he told me what direction to go in, I was able to do it. Now listen about the Board of Veteran Appeals, what our brother said. Brother Rader.
If your claim was rated under, this will be like a historical criteria type thing. If your claim was adjudicated beforehand and denied and whatnot, and you get it granted based upon that historical criteria, I think if you went back to the Board of Veterans Appeals, and I'm speculating right now, there might be a way for the Board of Veterans Appeals to apply the current interpretation that was judicially identified to those conditions. So I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I think that this is going to be a nightmare in terms of trying to figure out what the legal recourse is, right? Because Ingram v. Collins case tried to right a wrong in how the register or how the 38 CFR 4.10 was written. And they did a great job. I mean, that's the way you're supposed to do it. But rather than the VA said, okay, fine, we're going to fix this, and they're fixing it to exclude it. So moving forward, in my personal opinion, Ingram v. Collins is no more. As of February 17th, 2026, it's going to be removed from the DBQs. It's going to be removed, like that language for the Ingram v. Collins will not be pushed forward to the examiners moving forward. There's no legal recourse, in my opinion. Obviously, not an attorney, right? But because they're amending 38 CFR 4.10, there's no legal recourse because they kind of put a stopper in the loophole. You know, they fixed the loophole for it.
Okay, we're going to stop right there because we'll go over the rest of it on another video because we want to go over the Doug Collins part of the game. We're going to talk about that. Family, this is going to be something we get into. Now, they're talking, October talking to him. Say, does this help any veterans at all? From James G. I don't know. Now, family, family, I'm about to pull it up. I'm asking you the other question. Don't y'all go crazy on me. Because we about to, okay, we're going to get into this here, and we'll get to that later. We don't have to answer it. I shouldn't even pulled it up. Oh, boy, hold on. So we'll get to that in a minute because I see y'all talking about, it's kind of, John Michael, you can come. Oh, boy, I see. John Michael, you can come up here and throw some mess in the game. All right, let's see here. Let me get to the second part. All right, so let me get to the second part. Then I might have to address what John Michael's saying a little bit here. You know John Michael. Oh, boy, that's my brother, boy. He's something else. So, family, I thank Raider for bringing such good information about this. Oh, boy, I'm trying to. Give me a second. I've been trying to catch up on your information. And now the second part, as I just had up, okay? And my question to you is, how should we respond to Doug Collins not allowing veterans to give input before the 38 CFR changed? For the 38 CFR change. What do you think about that? And should that something that should irk us? Now, everybody show some love here to 12 Bravo 10. Thank you. Show some love. New in here. Yes, indeed. Now, some people brought up claims company earlier. Now, Christopher Newman says, and let's get on her. There go the question right there. I might have to put it up on the side. Let me get these headsets off, family. Family, y'all are active in here. Now, listen, that's the question, family. Christopher Newman says, look like Daniel Gade, Crenshaw, Sheeny, Shahy, hard at work cutting benefits. That's how I feel. Everybody showing love to Bravo, 12 Bravo. Thank you so much. Now listen to what the salty old Marine says. Call your elected officials and VSOs. Oh, call your elected officials. And if y'all have the number, send it to me so I can put it out there. Jimmy Elmore says, yes, reach out to your representative. We all need to do that. Now let's see what we have here. Let's see. Now listen, Charlton says, why have any guidelines if examiner is free to make own rules. Wow. Come on, fam. Oh boy, here we go. Now we got it. I'm kind of up here. It said, okay, download the information, read it. And we did read that. I got to get up here, family. So, family, let's see what y'all got, and we going. It's actually the VA that promotes the claim companies for not following their own Directive 1131. Yeah, so family, okay. Y'all can keep commenting on this, and we thank you so much. And let's continue here. Family, where's Pastor Dougie at? Where's Pastor Dougie? He's saying stuff, then he's running and hiding. Do you hold him accountable at all? He's missing in action. So, family, thank you. We're not trying to make this long. I hope we address the issue as best as we could. Like I told you, I'm not as familiar with this, but y'all have put so much good information in the chat. Raider HQ has addressed the issue, and we thank you, family. And we're going to continue. We're going to continue to cover this topic. Verify any information before you take it as law, okay? Now listen, y'all say Pastor Dougie is meeting with Kate Monroe again. Okay. Now listen what Emmanuel says. Emmanuel says, when filing a claim of disputing a claim to claim the bottom line. What does that say? Hold on, let me see. Claim the bottom line is the law and regulation. All else is just noise. Oh boy. Now let's see. Milk Carton Dougie, yes indeed. Have you seen him? Now, Pastor Dougie is being okay. Now listen now we're gonna get to you if you're still here. John Michael, let us know if you're still here. Because we're gonna address this issue, get this stuff out the way. Maybe it's a Ponzi scheme so they can build up fraud, so they can see, I told you fraud was rampant. Okay, family. Okay, John Michael's in here. Oh, Lord. He's in here. Our brother said, I think Doug is doing a great job. Oh, hold on, man. Hold on. Backlog is down. Yeah, but that don't mean they approved the claims correctly. Just pushing it back a little bit, bro. Let me finish this statement. Backlog is down to historic levels. If you have the evidence to support your claim, you have nothing to worry about. Just trust and believe, right? It appears a catch-22, James G. say. We looking at them side-eye because they changing rules without us. Look who we have. We got Christopher Newman say, hello, Benny. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Christopher. Everybody show love to Christopher for being in here. Now listen, I am tired of seeing the veteran AI guy on my algorithm. I don't know who that is. He's a total fraud, guaranteeing 100% rating to everyone. I don't know about that. John is the love child of Dougie and Gay. Oh, I wasn't supposed, John, I wasn't supposed to laugh at that. That's very unprofessional of me. That just threw me off, man. Nah, I owe him an apology. Do I need to put myself in timeout, Brother John? But let's get to this here because my brother, he brought up some points that stirred up the chat. And it's possible, I know our brother Salty Marine, the Salty Marine, not the old Salty Marine, the Salty Marine, he said he was going to delete his channel after his last video today. And I saw it. And it seemed to be some difficulties and stuff. And I don't like to see, conflict between content creators. I don't know what's exactly happening. He said some people in the chat that's kind of really the reason. Some of the things the people said in the chat, I had turned my chat off because of the way I was treated. By one time, I was just being trolled too much, and I don't want, not so much me. I don't need other people that's stressed out to be in the chat listening to that. So I don't mind you freely compliment. You can talk about me, but you need to have some reason behind it. Now, what our brother said, he come in the room. John Michael says, did everyone see the drama going on between, I don't know who this guy is. I know I heard Sib did, but I don't know who Clay is. And the Salty Marine. Sib did made a hit piece video on Salty. This is all, I don't know. This is your rumor. So Salty is going to track him down and tear him up the new influencer. That's not true. That's not what he was saying today. The Salty Marine says he just want peace at some conference. You kind of are stoking fires, brother, because that ain't what the Assaulted Marine said today. I saw him. He said, good information, guys. So explain yourself, sir. Salty deleted his channel because of Sib Dip. He said it was because of, he didn't say it was because of that. He says because of the comments. He don't like to see the friction online with people that were saying stuff. He's a Marine. He had other Marines coming and attacking him. You know. You understand? Now, Newman, hello. Postal Service doing well. Seinfeld episode. Now listen to Jay Oliver. H-Town John Michael is getting off top. Yes, indeed. I just want to address it. Okay, that's his name. I didn't know. I get names confused sometimes if I don't talk to people a lot. OT say, looks like Salty Marine needs to grow some skin. It was hard for me to grow skin, man. It's not easy, man. When you trying to do stuff the right way, it's hard, man. You know, this man had almost 10,000 subscribers, way more than I do. And it's hard work, fam. You know, I just learned. I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay Oliver used to call me the sensitive preacher. And look, everybody show love here and say Lorit, Lorit. I just started listening to him. I really liked his channel. Yes, it was so much like me. And we got to encourage him because he's probably still watching. I hope he comes back. And I sent him a message on his channel saying, hey, man, you're welcome to come up, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Get out what you need to get out of, because I got nothing but love for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean that from my heart. Now, listen, that's all John does is try to instigate for some reason. I guess he leads a boring life, nothing else to do. Oh, they say you're an electrician. You be trying to wire stuff up there. Is that true? Everybody show love to Loret 306. Loret, okay. Please, I hope I said it right. Salty Marine got caught. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that now. But we just getting it out of here. We gonna get it because people, let's get it out and not go on channels keeping the stoking the fire. Let's get it on out now. I think it was started. I think he was starting a new channel anyway. I think he closed down his other channel too. And I don't like that. Like if you bite on John Michael bait, that's it. Yes, indeed. Oh, look at it. First, this man, let me tell you something. James, thank you, brother. But I'm talking about John Michael. John Michael, I be avoiding when you put this up every time. James G say, let me get to it. We're not gonna go with VA law tonight. Whenever you do, we want y'all to verify information and we want y'all to be on code. Some people out here to help veterans now. Now, we're not going over VA law. We just covered some law tonight, law changes. News, we talking about veteran news right now. And that John Michael, boy, I tell you, that's my brother. Oh no, come on now. I can't pull that up. Brother, clean that up. You can't be saying, come on now. Come on now. I gotta delete that comment. You call that man out his name. We can't do that, John Michael. You can still chat. If it slow you down, don't worry about it. You can come back, but come on, you can't say that about people. Okay, you can't just call that man ain't here to defend himself. Now, John Michael say CFR deal is a fear monger for clicking and charging $1,400 for advice, and in bed with the claim companies, making it a hit piece video on Salt and Marine. You just, boy, you all over the place, bro. I don't know about that. Like I said, I don't know. All right. Now, Salt and Marine says CFR deal was fear mongering. He never mentioned names. I never heard him mention names. Did y'all hear him mention names? I never hear him mention names. I talk about fear mongering. Okay, let me get something straight with you here. And CFR just showed Salt to see his videos where he was doing the same thing. Okay, yeah, sometimes I say stuff that might seem like fear mongering, but I talk about it. That's not a big thing of mine. Line, sink, and anchor. What branch of military you in, brother? Now listen what he say. Jimmy says that Jimmy Gilmore says you are starting the pot. You are stirring the pot. I guess he's trying to say. Now listen, he gives free advice to John Michael. Quit lying. So yeah, I got information. You know, I've listened to him when I had time back in the day. You know. Now 66 say, John, what was your MOS? Was it 10W keyboard warrior? That's funny, John. That's funny. That's funny, John. John. That. Yeah. We ain't gonna, you know. Just kind of, you all right, brother. You the other statements I'm okay with. You say, but you know, let's not call them feces. But other stuff, you cool, man. You cool. I just deleted that one. That's all. No. You can disagree. I don't have no problems. You can disagree with me. People say you can't read. They say all kind of stuff. I have trouble with all the shades, and then I have trouble focusing. I think I'm dyslexic. Now listen, Jason M said, but I'm not. Okay, hold on. I got to pull up on the what's column where I can see y'all all the way, because this is running me crazy trying to look through all these shadows. So let's see. Hey, Jason M says, but I'm not saying it to Clay's face. I would bet John Michael is not even a veteran. Whoa, John Michael. They question your veteran status. They say you're a rebel rouser in here. Say no, okay. And thank you for your apology, John Michael. Say, I think if it is fun for Salty, he may have made the right choice. Okay, if you bring peace to your life, whatever works for Salty. I respect that. Now listen, Sean says, John Michael and Helpful Vest, that's my brother now, must know each other. They copy each other's talking points. Now, Help for Vet be bringing that knowledge. He bringing solid. He got a perspective, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. Y'all cut up tonight, LOL. Dome, I don't know what that's that doggone John Michael, and we getting it out the way so we don't have to cover this no more. Because John Michael just be, have you gotten it out that John Michael? Because we got it now. Why? Because I call out fraud and have integrity and don't think every single veteran should be 100%. None of us believe that every veteran should be 100%, John Michael. We believe that you should get the proper rating and they shouldn't hinder us in doing so. Can you see that? I think we kind of missing each other, brother. That's all. Come on into the fold. Now, U.S. Army Grunt say, I hate to see vets fight. I do. Over nothing. With all the issues with VA, don't need to fight between us. But the stress can cause stuff. The stress of all this stuff and how to deal with it. And I don't like the way you deal with it. I don't like the way you deal with it. Or not really just saying, I don't agree with this method or that method. I don't like clickbait. I did videos. It's video. Go look through. And ain't no hypocrisy here. And I just put in the word clickbait in the chat. And whoever thumbnail came up, I put it on the thing. So ain't no shame in me. That's why you see a lot of people nowadays say, this is not clickbait. Because H-Town said, because that stuff was hurting us. You understand? If you ain't giving information that you're saying in the front on a consistent basis, that's a problem. Okay? Yeah, I did video on it, and I stand by it. Now, John Michael say, I want to preserve our benefits. That's why we need to clean house. Man, how you gonna clean veterans? We already broken. Be careful. You can't clean house. You gonna clean us all out? Now, listen, John Michael, I thought you at 100%. Uh-oh, John Michael, you don't want other people to get what you got? Come on now, let's talk about it. Now, I got to read this one, even though I don't usually do it. We got to get, because John Michael be coming in with it, sometimes with some good information. We be singing Negro spirituals together. Then he started cutting up. He questioned my finances. I said, what? But I love you, John. John, I love you, brother. You know, I like, speak your mind. We just can respectfully disagree or make points. That's okay. That's why I want John Michael to know he part of the family. He that crazy uncle. Now, Sean say, John Michael, who are you to judge what other veterans can claim? Whoo! Come on now. John, I know you're going to speak for yourself. Now, Charlton says, John Michael, I want you to inspire me at 100%. You going to do it. He deserves it. He ain't getting what he getting. Brother Charleston ain't getting what he need, Brother John. And if you agree with Brother John Michael, it's okay. Speak your mind. We family here. We got to be able to talk and hash things out without it getting too personal, you know, like say, I ain't gonna call nobody no, I ain't gonna get in. I have when they trolls now, H-Town been known to call somebody a dirtbag or a slime ball when they come straight on my channel, but I tell them to their face when they come up. Now they get to bother me too much and disrespecting the channel. I've been known, maybe I'm a hypocrite, but I tell them now, but when they're not here to defend themselves, you got to watch what language you use. Now, John Michael says, Sean doesn't want to preserve our benefits either. How do you know that? That's my H-Town brother. He from Houston down here. How you know that? He been solid on the channel, bro. Just because he disagrees don't mean that he don't want to preserve our benefits, which conflicted claim companies do you work for? Which conflicted claim company do you work for? Why you got to call him out and try to attack him personally? Here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all what the issue is with John Michael. John Michael think that the reason all this pressure is coming down on us is because of these claims companies and veterans that are using these claim companies. I don't want him to speak for him, but he said this on several occasions. Family, we got to talk about it. The real Sir Gemini. I watch and learn from all veteran YouTubers, some for knowledge and information, some for entertainment. Let me know here at the H-Town Vet, why do you watch our channel? Why do you watch our channel? Do you do it for information, entertainment? You just want somewhere to come? Why do you watch John Michael? Why do you watch my channel? Because you're going to turn on me and hurt my feelings. He's Logic talking to him. Look, who channel? Dome, I'm all in y'all business. Don't Logic say Zimmerman, Zimmerman, the channel is really growing. What channel is really growing? I want to go over there. Who channel growing? Let me know about it. Logic. If so, what branch? John Michael. Answer the question, John Michael. If you was in the military, he told us one time. Thank you down in South Carolina somewhere. Now listen. Help for Vest disrespected Raider last night. Well, people gonna have different opinion. I don't condone no disrespect, but I was in there and people disagree on different things. But he came up on my channel. He was decent with me. You know what I'm saying? And we got issues, and I'm not making excuses for nobody, but we all got issues. And yes, there's a lot of frustration out there. Helpful Vest said the same thing John Michael did on Raiders channel last night. But we gotta say people are entitled to opinions, but we gotta do it in a respectful way. And that's what I like about Raiders. Did John say he had integrity? 66. He coming at you. 66 coming at you, John. Oh man, John, have you tapped out, John? John, have you tapped out? Now, Jason them say, what branch you want to know? Understand what you deserve. You haven't told us what branch of the military that, John Michael. Okay, Help for Vets got blocked yesterday on another channel where I don't know nothing about that. He got real nasty with Raider. That brother, I appreciate him coming up on the channel, and whatever happened on that channel, they supposed to deal inappropriate based on their rules. And like I say, some people are blocked on my channel, but they go over on Raiders channel. But I do show respect to my brother. If anybody come here, you ain't gonna be talking greasy to him. I protect the people that come up on my channel. And that brother's been, when you talk about the growing, Raiders played a big part in that. Now listen, bro type is say, you always have that one that has a very strong opinion. That makes us all fam. Yes, indeed. And we just gotta make sure we don't go over the edge. And one thing I'm gonna tell you, John Michael, that I had to learn, because I'd be like, man, Raiders say, well, just time him out, don't block him, because I didn't know what to do, because he taught me how to be measured in my approach. And so I'm learning, So I thank y'all. And I like John Michael. He be kicking me off the cliff. Out of 14 million vets, only 1.2 million are 100%. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Thank you, Christopher Newman. What about that? What about the other veterans, the other 13? I'll say, what is that? That'd be 12.8% of veterans. I mean, not 12 point. What about the 12.8 million veterans that are not 100%? What do you say to that? Thank you, Christopher Newman. Thank you for that. Now listen, and this is what I don't like. Thank you, Solaris. Washington Post started all this crap. Yeah, if you cuss them out, I'm okay with it. Now listen to Jason M says, notice John Michael won't answer what branch. Answer the questions. Now listen. Doc Shelley said, don't take their meds or you are a guaranteed return customer. Doc Shelley, I'm so glad you're here. And I really, you my sister, and I love you. You hear what I said? Now listen. Martin says, and look, Doc Shelley don't agree with everything I do, and she don't supposed to. She's a grown person. I hope I ain't misgender. I think you the female, you the woman. And yes, but said some knowledgeable things here. But I respect her opinion. Yeah, she was like, hey, all this black fatigue, that's burning me out. She's speaking her mind. That's why I say y'all bring some stuff about y'all culture. I'll talk about that too. But I have to be able to verify, because I don't want to put out nothing that offends people, Martin says, help a vest called Raider a washed up Raider last night. Oh, I hope that didn't happen. If it did, I want my brother, I love both my brothers, I really do. Because this stuff that we need to focus on the real problems. See, we're gonna have problems because the real problem is the VA. Who's the real problem here? Y'all tell me. Is it us fellow veterans? John Michael, do you see anything wrong with what the VA is doing? Do you see anything wrong with what the VBA doing? Doug Collins, do you think everything they do is nice? Huh? Tell us. Are we always the problem, brother? Now listen, and I just want your opinion on that. Texas Mountaineers, service connected, fact-based medical evidence, and a legit nexus or IMO. And everybody, this is a blessing. Somebody off their meds. Now listen to Washington Engineer says, Helpful Vest changes 5 times, charges 5 times your back pay. It says on his website. He has a website? I don't know. I don't know. He had no. I think he's just a veteran. I don't know nothing about that. Both, okay. Knowledge is power. Now, my channel is growing. Thank you, Logic. Now listen what Doc Shelley says. From an ex-VA employee, if you satisfied with your percentage, don't poke the bear. The VA bear thereafter. See, she bringing knowledge. Let me tell you something. Doc Shelley, you can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of the channel. We love you. Raider, let me tell you something. You all right with me. Whatever happens, you all right with me. I'ma still stay on your case if I got to, just like everybody else. I can't treat you different. But I understand. See, I gotta respect when people straight up and honest. Now, if I disagree with them, I disagree with them, but I understand where they're coming from. The ones I got problem with are the fake people that pretend, but we don't want to get overboard. You get what I'm saying? Now, and y'all know we got problems, family. Y'all know we have mental health problems. Y'all know we have physical ailments, and we haven't had a place to vent things. And a lot of these people bring knowledge. I sit one day and saw John Michael just bring a whole bunch of knowledge. Yeah, okay. Now there's a private comment between them. John Michael did a long time ago, H-Town, U.S. Army. Oh, you was in the Army. He said it once before. Now Sean say, our strong opinion is a good thing, but directing fellow veterans is a red line. Yeah, you got to be disrespecting fellow veterans. That's why he apologized for that. He said something, and if it get too far, if y'all see something that I don't catch, y'all check that. Okay. Now listen, B. Moore says that is still too much for Congress. Wow. Family, we just talking about it. Now listen, Charlton says, John Michaels, Shadows, Raider HQ, that's how H-Town got him. Tell me what you mean by that. Yeah. You in the shadow, John Mike in the shadows, you think? Now, if y'all put the X symbol, you don't read it. Say yes. Okay. VA is the problem. Yes, okay. Wash Engineer. We need to beat up on them. John Michael, don't you be caping. John Michael, don't you be caping for that VA. John Michael, are you here? Oh, I'm fussing at my brother now. John Michael, are you here, my brother? All this anti-veteran sentiment that's going, oh boy. Now let's get to it, family. Huh? Can we clean out? Can we clean it up tonight? John Michael, are you here? I got a question for you, John Michael. Why is Lieutenant Dan yelling at a trash can? Why he's yelling at our benefits, calling our benefits junk disabilities? Huh? Why he picking on the little guy in Congress? Talk to me. I like the history stuff each time. Yeah, we're going to cover it. You know, we need to know because it's just American history. It's just American history. John Michael health vets are in business together. I don't believe that because now listen to what Texas Mountaineer. See, that's why I say I want double perspective. He said, I do not believe Sib Dib is a claim shark. Claim sharks now are like crabs in a bucket. If they try to get out of the bucket, he'll pull you back in. I think claim sharks try and trash the legit. Okay. Yes, indeed. And if you help veterans with claims or a company help veterans with claims, I got no problem with the unaccredited, as long as it's done right. I'm gonna tell you what, but what's going on with this dude? I am having flashbacks to 1997 nowadays. Well, we hope you feel better, U.S. Army Ground. Calm down. Now let's see what we got here. A lot of people are stressed out these days, especially us veterans, with them coming at us like this here. You right, 11 Bravo 10. It's no wonder just watching the news these days. I really can't watch it. Family, look what y'all done here. We got 77 likes. We almost got 100 likes. We got 48 people watching, 52. It's down to 48 now. Family, we thank y'all. Okay. We gonna show love, you know, when people come through. I don't know nothing about it. Okay, leave the bear alone. But I respect my brother Raider because it's hard for him to ban somebody. Now look how people just coming in here. Here go, is that a jelly donut? He changed his little profile. You cutting up. Look what he got in here. God bless everyone. I like seeing fellow veterans doing well and overcoming, staying motivated. Yes, indeed. See, my question for y'all, family, and my question is, and family, we're going to talk this out because I can't be here all night with y'all because y'all know how y'all do. Now, question is, family, I'm looking for something. Give me a second. Here it is. See, this is the problem that I got, and y'all talk to me. Oh, I didn't know it was still up. It's the anti-veteran environment, family. Anti-veteran environment. How y'all feel about that? Huh? Is it fear or jealousy they have toward us? What have we done? Or is it the extreme greed of the veteran? Do we play a role? Let us know. Talk to us. Now, what he say here? He says, God bless everyone. I like seeing fellow veterans doing well and overcoming. Stay motivated. Thank you so much. Now, look, y'all going after my brother, Help for Vets. Say exactly, Help for Vets goes around the internet posting helpful content and discrediting actual help for folks to get more business. Well, he was all right up here. I'm not going to speak against somebody. Agreed, Doc Shelley. Okay. He showed a lot of respect to me, and I thank him for that. Grace said, just make sure. Yes, indeed. Then Christopher Newman says, I am pro-veteran if a veteran don't want to exercise his or her right, claim their benefits that they're right. But if that veteran chooses to do so, they are paid for by the raising of their right hand. Okay. Christopher say, I stub by the way. Okay. I sub by the way. Okay, you sub. Okay. I might need some going forward. I'm be looking if you're interested in being a moderator. Send me something in the chat. I want you to been around for a while now, but come on through. OT say VA was the problem all along for the implementing Directive 1131 that directs the VHA providers to fill out DBQ. Let's clean up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We want to clean up. All right. So even OT say, and he's very OT sharp. He say CFDIB company is legit. Man, y'all, I'm trying to catch y'all. Then Sailor Jack say John Michael has pulled a disappearing act. You asked the way he served that he got up out the paint, didn't he? Can someone say Houdini? Oh, listen, 11 Bravo 10 says, let them try to trash people on SS, Social Security, like they do vets. People would lose their minds. Yeah, it's like it's open season on us, you know? It's always fair to push veterans around. And then OT say VA 1997 still is better VA than what we have. Wow. Jason say, I'm still waiting for what branch? Why you running, our brother John Michael? He asked you what branch of the military. OT say, heck, I don't even watch the news. No, I can't watch it. Is that a jelly donut says, yeah, news and politics is a negative. Ha ha. Let's see what he say. Time for Gil. Okay. The Navy mid rats. Oh boy, I'm trying to keep up, and we're gonna have to get ready to call it a night here in a minute, but we trying to read y'all information. Charlton said, I am ashamed, scared off Michaels. John Michaels, they made you run. You come over here talking, they say you talking crazy about people. Huh? Wash Engineer says, do you all know of any content raters that talk about reserve and guardman claims, Radar HQ? I don't know if we talk about it. We've talked about it, but that's a good question. We need to get that question answered because we need to make sure y'all straight too. If you are, in that situation. Wash Engineers say Radar HQ has touched on it, but looking for more knowledge nuggets. Yes, indeed. If I ever get him back up, I might ask him some questions in particular about it because I'm not as familiar. Now, let's say H-Town, do you make all of these slides or just find them if you make them, you are creative? So sometimes I modify, sometimes I totally create. Some of them, they just already set. Okay. So like, for example, the one that's up now, I did a lot of modifications on this. The stuff up, well, not many up here. And I think most of this was like this. And I don't know if I changed any of this, but up the top, the 3 elements up top, I did. Like, this took a lot of work because he was actually on this slide, he was actually yelling at a little baby. And I took the baby out the picture and put the trash can and put, Lieutenant Dan on the microphone. And I think I kind of changed the background. So it depends. I edit and do different things. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so it depends. That's my background. At first, I was going to try to get other people to help me. But when I found out how YouTube works, I knew what to put in because my background is education. Say, Jason, oh boy. Everybody show love to Grace Smith. We glad you're here, sister. And we thank y'all all for being here. We really do. Now listen to what OT say. It's anti-vet until they start a new conflict somewhere else. Then who do they call? Us and our children? Okay, they talking about that. Me too, H-Town. I sub your channel. Okay. Send me an email. Okay? Because I have to figure out how to do it. I kind of got some knowledge on it. I'm not as knowledgeable. So he say he is in the shadow, shipmate. He gone. Where is he might have to go to sleep because his meds might have kicked in. Boy, he come in dropping bombs, don't he? Jason M says, okay, he's talking to him. Special care. Can't take the heat. Get out the kitchen, they used to say. Now let's see what we got here, family. Oh, well, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Now, Martin says, if I was 20% service connected for stress fracture in heel in 1988 and went to 0% in 1989 and don't remember going to CMP exam, can I get the records of the exam if they are that old? It's possible. Where did it happen? And you got to understand, if your rating went down, and I'm going to tell y'all something you may not know. If your rating goes down and they don't send you to exam and they just reduce you, they can do that if it don't affect your overall rating. Did you know that? So if it don't affect your overall rating, they can reduce you on certain disabilities without sending you to a CMP exam based on some medical evidence, I guess they say they have. Did you know that? Come on now. Now listen to what Mountaineer says, Texas Mountaineer. We the veterans join the conversation to learn and share with each other. It is a shame when one person joins and from their first post sow discord. And that's why we created this environment. This is an amazing thing that y'all are here, because I used to have troubles with trolls, but because so many of y'all are solid, even when y'all disagree with me, y'all come back. Yeah, that happens. That's why we got y'all. We on code, family. Huh? Yes, indeed. Texas Mountaineer. And that makes it where I don't have to get too harsh on somebody, because I want to show everybody I love them, because people have their situation and some people are strong-willed. You know what I'm saying? Now, Texas Mountaineer says, causing a waste of productivity. I do agree. Now, John Michaels is all right. He is still one of us after all. Yeah. And he came back and apologized because, I ain't want him saying that by somebody, and they not here to vent stuff. You can do some criticism. I don't mind. But, we got to make sure it's straight. You know what I'm saying? Now, 12 Bravo 10 never had any reason issues with the VHA, the Veteran Healthcare Administration, until I moved to Atlanta. Oh, it's slow going there with long wait times for anything. I'm in Houston. Preach to the choir, brother. Preach to the choir. Then OT said, yes, he does insert on several of his videos. Okay. I don't know who y'all talking about. Jal would say line of duty injuries for guardsmen and reservists must be reported and put in STRs, service treatment records. Now, I want to say this here. Herman Mooster, PTSD say they're taking our benefits. He don't see it as too hopeful. Now listen, bro typist say, I don't watch news. I don't really watch it either. Politicians suck on both sides. The only thing I care about is veterans. My soldier took a toaster bath, oh Lord, a few years ago. So I have tons of guilt. Don't you just pray, stuff happened. Don't get on yourself like that. You do what you can, because I know how you feel, brother. Trust me, I know. Trust me, my whole platoon fell apart once we got back to Germany, and I didn't know what was going on because it didn't affect me like that. It affected me in other ways later. I was very confused because I say, we can hold it together in a war zone. Why can't we hold it together? Because I didn't understand the effects. And I did everything I could to stand by them, I understand how you feel. So condolences. Is that a jelly donut said, all right, folks, everyone, please hang in there. Give some hopeful words to everybody. So everybody start giving some positive encouragement on what we can do going forward. What's our hope? Give some words. Let's do it. I like these conversations and thank H-Town for everything. I thank you too, brother. Is that a jelly donut? So I can help anyone I will. See, that's what you do going forward. You helping us now. That's what I like about it. OT say, hell with the carrier. I was on a couple of Greyhounds. What's a couple of Greyhounds? What's that? He say, thank you. And let's see what we got in there. I'm trying to catch. I'm starting from the bottom. Who has experienced Navy mid-rats? Haze, gray, and underway. I don't know what that is. I bet. Okay. Okay. He say, John Michael is jaded. Like I was looking for angels in content for YouTube. I got to ask y'all a question. This is therapy for me. Thank you, H-Town. I don't know how y'all get along with me. And I'm telling you, I will crash out. I'm kind of hypocritical. What is it about the channel that y'all like? Please tell us, because many of y'all got more knowledge than me when it comes to some of the rules and regulations. I'm really good on the benefit side of the game. But when it comes to some of the laws and rules dealing with different ailments, we have 81 likes and 46 watching. This is crazy. I don't know if I've ever had 81 likes. What is going on here? Huh? Now, thanks, OT. Yes, indeed. Yes, it's in your VA file, a C file. Okay. He's talking to our brother. Haze, gray, underway. That's the men's style stuff. If I miss y'all, please forgive me, because I'm trying to catch as many as I can. Texas Mountaineers say reserve and national claims operate the same on active duty injuries or conditions connected to active duty time. Because many reserves starting, especially with our war, the Gulf War, they did active duty time. So you can get an active duty service connection. Because they make them go active. Okay. Oh, I think I kind of caught up. Oh, good. Oh, good. Now you say vets are the only people I can talk to because we all can understand. What is it about us understanding and being able to relate to each other? Because I feel a comfort with y'all that I don't feel other places. And I'm not saying that I don't have connections. I got a good relationship with my daughter, but when it comes to my niece, but when it comes to just regular people, man, Jason them say, I did was always getting mid-watch, low E3. So yeah, and that means something on the ship. That's a mid-watch. Tell us what mid-watch is. See, when she talks about Grace Smith, the beautiful lady in the picture here, when she talks about the Tidewater area, that just brings me back to when I was up there for 6 years. I love that area. I just got homesick. Now listen what Grace Smith says. Tidewater area with all branches and retirees. We have Hampton VA isn't bad specialist available. A new VA clinic in Chesapeake. Did not know they had one in Chesapeake. Community care network within 2 weeks for appointments. And let me tell you something, because we used to have to go. I heard that my friend, my best friend, live up there. Tell me if I'm right, Grace. I heard that they remodeled or remodeling the VA hospital up there in Hampton. No worries, M8. Okay. We like it here because we can talk to each other. You're real, like us. I was telling Raider, how y'all know I'm real? I could be being a phony for the last 2 years. But I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about y'all. If I do something that kind of messes up y'all, or y'all, I might joke and take it the wrong way, I apologize. And I'll come up here and say I was wrong, because I don't want to offend nobody. We're going to drag, we're going to have fun, but I don't want to do something that I misinterpret. You know what I'm saying? Texas Mountaineer said the Super Bowl doesn't happen unless somebody owns the stadium. Come on now. I'm caught up, family. I'm caught up. We can get ready to run. Y'all can keep chatting. I'm going to hurry up and try to get out of here. Say, nice. We are always on 6x6B Company, Charleston. And y'all talking to each other on this last one. Family, I'm feeling good. I caught up on y'all. Huh? Y'all always got me overwhelmed with those chats. And yeah, we here for each other. We don't need nobody just picking on the veteran. Huh? That's what we're saying. Get some smoke for these other people. Brother, that messing kicked in with John Michael. Now listen, he threw a rock and ran, or you sleeping now. Jay Oliver says, the way the VA and the military makes us specialized skills and isolate knowledge makes us put the puzzle together in a group setting. Yes, indeed. We bringing it together, ain't it? Come on now. We are complete sharing things. Yes, we are. Whoa, Jay Oliver, preach. Huh? Now listen to what it say. I don't know what that is. LMA. I'm not good at acronyms, OT. Hit you up, Ace, next time you're here in Pearland. I was in Pearland yesterday. So yes, indeed, we hook up. And I got to get in contact with some people behind the scene. Betty Bops, I got a new phone. My other one kind of messed up stuff, so I might have to holler at you, sister. You and a couple other people. But I might need you, okay? Because I got a new phone, but the craziness with my phone's that's why I had to get a new one. So we get together behind the scenes. 83 likes and 41 watching. And thank you for all you do, Betty Bobs, Charleston, and everybody else. JM say, always remember, we keep going when quitting would have been easier. Remember that. We don't stop. Come on, family. We can't stop. Now, look what he say here. 12 Bravo 10. Okay, so here we go. Grace Smith, she's correcting me. I haven't seen any remodeling Hampton VA, but the new VA clinic is in the news. Where is it in Chesapeake? Is it off of Military Highway? Where is it at? Is it over there going to Campostella Road? Oh, you didn't think I knew all that stuff, huh? Where is it at, sister? Virginia Beach Boulevard? Well, now, I wouldn't be way over there. That's going toward Virginia Beach. Jason, 100%. You better not say 100%. Our brother gonna come in here. John Michael gonna say 100% where? Now, OT say, let me know if you need help, H-Town. I definitely will. I may need you. I tried to help you out as much as I could. That's why I'm going to get certain ones able. I'll send it to you. Okay. Send me, because I need it. And I'm going to send you mine. I'm going to get contact with you, sister. I need you, sister. I just been real busy. And when everything got chaotic, I just been busy now. I love y'all. I want y'all to know that. That is what the VA needs to correct, is the uniformity of service. They're not considered. Battlefield Boulevard, my God, near Chesapeake General Greenbrier area. Hold on, not by Greenbrier Road, is it? Is it over there by what's the name of that school? Indian River High School. Is it close to Indian River High School? Over there where Alonzo Mourning went to school, the great Alonzo Mourning. And they have such great athletes that come through there. Alonzo Mourning, Chesapeake, Joe Smith, what is that called? He's from Norfolk. Of course, AI, Allen Iverson, is from, I think, not Hampton, what they call? What's that right over there? He's from over there. Is he from Hampton or wherever? And then Mike Vick from over there. These are gifted areas over there. Hampton, good food. Greenbrier Mall on the other side is that 64? Oh, I used to work at Greenbrier Mall. Oh, girl, you better cut it out. I worked at Greenbrier Mall at Sears. Did I work over there? Did I work at that one? Hold on, which one did I work at? No, I don't think I worked at that one. What Sears did I work at? Lord, I forgot which Sears I worked at. I might be lying to you. I think I worked at that one. Guess what else over there? What they call Regent University in Pat Robertson. Say E-Holler. Yeah, hey, E-Holler, everybody show love. Newport News. See, family, we coming in here. We getting people coming in here. Now listen, we're gonna get ready to close out, but we don't want nobody picking on veterans, John Michael. Tell us about these other people too. We just picking on you, brother. You always welcome. And this is not a handout. This is not welfare that we receive. We are being compensated. Thank you. Everybody show love to E-Holler. Everybody show love to E-Holler. Newport News. That's where he's from. Newport News. I couldn't say it, bro. I couldn't say it, E-Holler. Thank you. Now, OT says we have a new VA OPC, I guess optic, here in my area, and it's better than the VA Medical Center in Louisiana. Okay. Everybody showing love to E-Holler. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, let's see. Martin say, John Michael, why do you assume all claim companies are trying to get everyone to 100%? Because there's some good claim companies that help people, and some of my veterans have been held by claims companies, and it wasn't a bad experience, and they were legit. I'm sure they help get vets from 10 to 50% also, or some whatever the evidence supports, of course. Some of them just charge you a flat fee. Now, Mom say, okay. He say, Zoe, Charlotte, Hornets, Miami Heat. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah. That's what they call him, Zoe. Alonzo Mourning, they call him Zoe. Yeah, man. Y'all. Charlton says computer term originally meant people doing calculations. Okay. I'm have to look up Dale going to Hampton tomorrow. Okay, you're going to Hampton tomorrow. Have they opened up that new tunnel yet? You didn't think I knew that, did you? My friend be telling me stuff. Now, bro, Typist says, my daughter watches the movie and decided to take physics in college. Okay. Now, family, I gotta get out of here because y'all chat. Let's say goodbye, family. Let's say goodbye. H-Town, I just sent it to you. Email. Thank you so much. Let's get out of here, family. Let's see. Sub Bud. Okay. Everybody showing love. Man, 85. Can y'all believe it? 85 likes. What's up? He said, "What? Hello, Solaris. Yes, indeed. Solaris says hi. Thank y'all for being so supportive. Let's say good night, everybody. Hick, the VA ain't going to help most of the claims consultants. Jimmy Ilmore says, good night, everyone. And let's see what we got. Benny says, hello, 22,005 vet and mountaineer. Yes, indeed. Then say, Grace Smith says, night, Jimmy. And then Bro Typer says, good night, all. Family, we going to make this thing work. We got up to almost 70 people in here at one time. Family, this thing is growing. And I have to edit out the front part because it was crazy. Because I was trying to get my daughter's phone working right. October Vet says, good night, all. And then J. Oliver says, goodbye, family. That's what it is. Then OT say, night, H-Town. Send me that email, family. Send me that email. If y'all want to know, you need to send me an email. This is the email. If you want to consider being a sub for me, a moderator, that is, moderator, send me an email. All right, there it is right there. Let's see what I got here. Benny say, good night, everyone. And then say, they got scrimp. Oh, snap. Yes, indeed. Some people call them scrimp. Betty Boss say, Charleston Zimmer have a lovely weekend. Yes, indeed. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. I truly did. Then Charleston say, good night, shipmate. H-Town family. You keep the balance here for us. When I about to feel guilty, Charlton, you be saying, nah, bro, you doing good. They be crashing out sometime. I be taking stuff personal, but thank you, Charlton, for making me feel better. Good night, shipmates, H-Town family. Yeah, it hit me the hard, family. Lorette says, good night, all. Yes, indeed, family. Listen, Betty Bob says, H-Town, you have a beautiful money and take care of yourself. I will, and I'll get with you with the next few days. The real Sir Gemini, good night. Now, Texas Mountaineer says, a New Hampton Bay Bridge tunnel. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm just wondering where it's at because I know the one that pops up. Is it going to be behind the University, Hampton University and the VA? Because the VA kind of over there by the VHA hospitals over there. Hi from Georgia. Look at here. We have Mustang Music Counseling. Looks, everybody show love before you leave to them, to music counseling. Come on now. Now we getting them in. Hit that subscribe button, family. You know, you're new to the channel. Check us out. Hit your notifications. I shouldn't be so bossy, and I apologize. Check on your fellow vets, please, to H-Town and the family. I will do so. I will call my brother and the people I know. Check on fellow veterans, okay, family? Now listen, Charlton Zimmerman says, night, Betty Bobs. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Yeah, I bought my family food in the shape of hearts and all that stuff. Just subscribe. Night. Okay. Night. Yes, night. It say, Betty Bob say, Farm Girl Rebel, good night. Take care of yourself and keep warm. She may not be chatting, but she be watching from the barn sometime. And we thank you because Farm Girl Rebel has been such a blessing to the channel. All of y'all keep me going. And see, this is how we unify. We don't care if you're a female veteran or male veteran. We need women here. Guys be arguing all the time. We be ready to fight. Male, female veterans. We don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever you are. You are Indian. It don't matter. You fam in here. Good night, my sister. Betty Bops and Farm Girl Rebel. Listen, y'all could Grace say, all my brothers, good night. Yes, indeed. The Solosis says, good night. Solaris says, good night, H-Town. Always a great show. Thank you so much. Family, y'all, we trying to get we don't want to miss nobody. Boy, y'all study putting stuff in here. Oh, Lord. Say, be more. String. Later, everyone. Sleep well. Yes, indeed. Look, String and Bunny. Bunny B. Road. Oh, Bunny B. Boy, y'all something else. Thank you for being in here. And everybody show love to them. I think they may be new to the channel. Thank you. Then Betty say, good night, everyone. Grace, Sister Grace Smith. Then we have Charlton says, Betty Bops, shovel snow, what else? Shovel snow, what else? Yes, indeed. Then 2OT, all night. Yes, Mountaineer, yes, indeed. Night all, he said. Night all. Now listen to what we got here from Music Counseling. VA is only really downsizing to help drafters and line of duty. I hear investigation is happening now. Contract creators or content creators? Contract creators throwing a cue against the VA. Remember, those contract. Okay. Remember, always talk positive and yes, indeed. And say, Charlton say, Melton, okay. Well, I'm seeing a lot of Major Boomer. Look at here. Have a great one, H-Town and the family. Everybody show love to Major Boomer. They've been cutting up with that Mardi Gras up there. I got to get up there next year. Brother, we got to be here, stay alive. I got to be up there to eat some of that good food up in Mobile. The birthplace of the Mardi Gras. Louisiana have the largest one in the most well known, but it started in Mobile. I didn't know that until our brother Major Boomer told us. That's why I say culture is shared. I just tell you who started certain stuff, but culture is shared. That stuff that football, we didn't start it. We shared it with the people that started. Huh? Come on now. We all Americans. Everybody show love. Good night all from Martin. Music Counseling said, food from Georgia, blessing higher. Yes, indeed. They have some of the best soul food. That little place, them black ladies had, at the soul food place, they had on them church, them nurse outfits. You remember back in the day? And that food was on fleek. Ice, Betty Bops, used pick. Oh boy, I ain't seen an ice pick in a while. Major Boomer, how are you? From Betty Bops, say, oh God bless the H-Town family. Good night, everyone. Family, we trying to bring everybody together, not to separate. But everybody got to be able to have their opinion. Our brother John Michael and whatever else come up, our brother, I love you too. The brother that came up the other night, I got love for you, brother. I don't flip on you. We just handling things. We're going to deal with it as it go. Then Music Counseling say, I am laying low, helping many as I can. So Ma Stan Music Counseling say that they playing possum and they laying low. Huh? Come on now. Come on now. That's the old that's a country song, not an old song. The one that did Don't Rock the Juice Box. How can I forget his name? Texas Mountaineer, thanks for the history. Without history, there's no tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Charlton say, Major Boomer. Then Major Boomer say, come over, H-Town. Would love to have you here. I will be next time because now my young ones out of school. They're out of college. My niece just passed her first teacher test. She got one left. My daughter is an active accountant. She got 3 out of her 4 tests, and she gonna be done with that. But she waiting till this tax season pass. So 66 say rest well, family. Now listen, Music Counseling said, great show, food good. I will remember your channel when I am in the meeting. Yes, indeed. Please do that. Please do that. And like, share, and subscribe, family. Share with others. Now, Major Boomer say, doing good, Betty Bob. I want to know how Frog Princess, tell her we miss her and we love her, okay, Major Boomer? And your rest of your family. And hope everything's going, because I know you were taking care of your mother-in-law at one time. Charleston Z, Ice Pick, be careful. Nothing good comes out of Ice Pick. Now, hopefully it's the last one. Martin says, Don't Rock the Jukebox that's Alan Jackson, that's right, is the second studio album by American country music artist Alan Jackson. It was released on May the 14th, 2091. I know that because I remember when I was in Germany, they got it over there. It was the weirdest thing. I said, because now where was I, May? I'm lying. Yeah, I hadn't left to come back home. Oh God, I had just got back to Germany because May the 2nd, I had left Desert Storm. And I said, what's up? I like that. Now listen, Texas Mountaineer say H-Town will be on here until he starts saying good morning. We need to let him go. Yeah, I need to go because I think my family, we're going to get some food. Music Council say, hi, what you was in Germany, where? I was in Bamberg, Germany, outside of Nuremberg, about 45 minutes. I guess they call it the city of six hills. I started listening to Scorpions in Germany, yes, before they got popular in the U.S. Wow. I was in K-Town, Desert Shield, and Desert Storm. Yeah, K-Town. Kaiserslautern. So H-Town ain't faking it. I was over there. It was a culture shock coming from Fifth Ward. Have never been out of Houston. It was a culture shock for me. They had dogs on the bus. That was different for me. Big old St. Bernard. My brother was in Bamberg. Okay. My brother was in Bamberg. Okay. Yeah, I think it was the second cab was across the street. I was in Warner Barracks. So, family, we're going to call it a night. We want to thank you, and we appreciate y'all. I'm going to get y'all last little comments, of course. But I'm going to try to hear them slip out of here. And I hope we went over the topic tonight. Are they trying to silence us, family? And what we do to keep our voice, right? Freiburg, Germany, Ray Barracks, home of Elvis. Oh, that's where Elvis was. Okay. Elvis Presley. Family, we want to thank you. We want you to have a good night. Until next time, take care.